poppin', y'all? This is D Jurgle, One Shot Game, man. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours on which route you choose to take. Now, as I always say, you get two choices: the ability to faithfully settle in the life that has been set out for you, or the ability to pave a path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great, and even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So look, this is going to kind of like be a part 2 to the video I just made, but it's going to be like understanding the fact that a lot of people don't truly see the value inside themselves. But when you start to get to that point and you start to rise energetically, you start to see how your energy is the floating vessel that allows people to be able to see life in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Because for me personally, I've managed to survive hell and still keep my soul. So the love, peace, and harmony that I embody is not the love, peace, and harmony that everybody else embodies, right? So as you continue to keep elevating in energy, at some point you will have to remove your energy from that environment, right? And the people that operated in the darkness to keep you at a low vibrational, who they really are will get to show even more, right? But because these certain people never think that they do anything wrong, they are victims of their situations. They need someone to project onto. But the more you keep elevating and rising, pretty soon you'll be so out of touch, they won't have anybody to project on. So they'll have to face who they really are for real. And that's not something they're willing to live with. You know what I'm saying? But know and understand that you may be in situations that you don't truly desire. But that is because the universe is getting a 3D scope on how you're being treated. So when the time comes where you'll be elevated out of that situation, the people in the environment will have to go through what you went through in your life and see if their soul makes it out alive. And usually, oftentimes, they'll just have to show their true colors of who they truly are, because your energy of who you really are was removed out of the equation. Now you're able to actually live the way you're supposed to live and have what you want in life without having people who wanted to see you do bad in life around you, because you didn't know how to protect yourself or have boundaries around yourself. And again, let me explain something to you. This is not something you can fake. This is something that is a process that actually goes through the universe, because when it comes to evolving in life, your true colors will eventually expose itself if you're faking. You know what I'm saying? Through your conversation, through your energy, even your actions. You know what I'm saying? I catch it all the time. But for me to actually grow and evolve into who I am today took a lot of inner work on myself. Took a lot of accountability for myself. You know what I'm saying? Took a lot of me understanding myself. Not nobody else, but myself. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they're wired to deflect, to make themselves feel as if they're the best person in the world. They don't do no wrong. And everything that they've done that went wrong was somebody else's fault. Like, they really think like that. You know what I'm saying? So again, you may be in a rough situation right now. You may be going through it right now. You know what I'm saying? And there will be people around you that you may look at that's being like, man, why they look so happy? Why they look so cool? You know what I'm saying? But you know for a fact that real recognize real. So when a real person knows who you are, they will be kind and considerate to you. I've had it happen to where I was in a rough situation and someone automatically gave me good resources, gave me, you feel me, things that could help me get through my journey. And then when they couldn't help me no more, I was on my own. But that showed me like real recognize real. And when they see you real, they gonna help you out. But the ones who don't recognize real and who are just pretending will watch you suffer. You know what I'm saying? And then take your energy and act it out, but spiritually don't want to see you grow. And it is not until your energy is removed from the equation that those people will not be able to project, and they'll have to sit with who they truly are. And because it is on the brink of that happening, that's probably why you feel like you're attacked a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Because people are becoming aware to what's to come. And listen, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be a cold winter. You better get your winter clothes, because I'm telling you, it's going to be a cold cold winter. But again, knowing and understanding that you being an over kind and considerate and passionate person, people who took advantage of that by studying you, like they knew they were energy siphoning because they were truly dark in the spirit, right? So they would pick out people on purpose and study their weaknesses and attack them on purpose, but come in as if they're being nice to them. You feel me? To get that attachment. You know what I'm saying? And so when they were doing that, they never felt bad. They never cared about what situation you was in. It's just a lot of times when you're not who you're truly meant to be, you don't pay attention to that. But now that I'm older, I realize, like, damn, every time I was going through it, every time I was in a rough predicament, the same people that I was around all the time oftentimes wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like I said, the struggle is real when everybody could be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people were not aware of the fact, or maybe they were. I believe people be knowing what they be doing. I'm tired of making it seem like people don't know, because people be knowing. You know what I'm saying? They just hope that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? And so when they were getting ahead, spreading rumors, spreading lies spiritually, this is being done spiritually behind your back of you suffering and going through it. You know what I'm saying? It almost as if like fueled them to be able to watch and see that. You deteriorate, knock yourself down, not become the best version of yourself. They got a kick out of that. But as soon as you leveled up and you wanted to become better in who you were, everybody disappeared. Because now you're leveling up in a way where you can expose who they truly are. And they don't like that. You feel me? Because they were able to get away with it for so long. But I feel like don't show no remorse. Plainly, I feel like don't give a fuck. Not to be rude, you feel me? But it's like when they were doing it to you, they didn't care. You know what I'm saying? They were happy you were suffering because they was living the good life. You know what I'm saying? So now that you're going to be able to understand the value that your energy holds. I'm clearly aware of the value my energy holds. When I see people be just doing some dumb stuff, I'll be just laughing. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't embody what I have until you go through what I went through and you didn't sell your soul to it. What people fail to realize that a lot of what I went through in my darkness will be pushed upon them. The moment my energy rises to a level where I'm able to escape. That's why they're trying everything they can to keep me here. They want me to stay here. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that when I remove myself energetically, they're going to be exposed. And they're a little bit frightened. And listen, let me tell you something. This type of energy has been following people around its whole life. If they can't get to you, they're going to get to everybody else around you. You know what I'm saying? And that's scary because you be thinking to yourself like that. People lose their life like that. And it hurts people's souls when people attached to you lose their life. But you're not realizing how people's energy plays a big role on that. You know what I'm saying? Hell, again, I've said it 50 million times. It's not something under your feet. It's the people operating in darkness who run the world doing people wrong for the benefit of themselves. And again, that energy doesn't die. It just switches vessels. So whoever it can't attach to because you're too protected, it'll happen to attach to the people around you. And if it can't get to them, it attaches to somebody else. You'll just never know. Because it picks and chooses the weakest link out of the bunch. No matter how strong they may portray to you, they have weaknesses. You feel me? They just do a good job at hiding them. But again, you can't hide from the universe, God, Allah, whatever you want to call it. They see the thing. He sees the things that's done when you're not looking. He sees the things that's done behind your back, which is oftentimes why it's spiritual protection behind you not being able to communicate or be around certain people. Because he sees the things that you don't see. But the things that they don't see is the fact that when you remove yourself from the equation, everything that they're doing will be put back onto them. And you either going to show your true colors and take yourself out, which is the plan, or you're going to be able to save your soul and make it out. I'm one of the ones, unfortunately, who didn't change. Even though I went through some of the hardest things ever, I didn't change. I'm still kind-hearted as much as I can. I don't even got stuff sometimes, and I still will help somebody else that I see in the same situation as me. And it's not for no clout. It's not for no, you feel me, money, no pat on the back. I do that because that's genuinely me. You know what I'm saying? I really don't got to explain it because the universe sees. That's why I've been awarded the energy that I have. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand or realize that. They get so in a situation where they can't control it. They don't think it's a universe. They don't think it's a God. They don't think it's Allah that sees what you're doing when nobody's looking. And then when he takes the time to finally reinforce that karma back onto you, you want to play the victim. If you grown, take that. You know what I'm saying? And again, the spirit of darkness is in any age. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they will come in the form of children, sometimes in teenagers. You know what I'm saying? It's scary. That's why you got to know who you are and use your protection to cover the people that you care about, because this energy is on a rampage right now, simply because the ones that it targeted for a long time are waking up. And now it's trying to find a vessel. But if that person's woke, it got to find another person. But if that person's woke, it got to find another person. But again, everybody's not woke like you think they are. What they're doing is siphoning the energy of someone who actually embodies a certain energy and using it to portray a certain person so that they don't get attacked. At least that's what they think is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Without understanding or realizing that those people who wake up and choose to take their energy away, it's coming. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's like a hurricane of darkness. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it got to get worse before it get better. Means that everybody can't pay for what they've done at one time. So it comes in waves. You know what I'm saying? And then you start to realize, like, damn, I was tricked. It was never that person. It was actually me. And the things that I didn't want to take accountability for, that I didn't see as wrong. And now that I understand it, I have to take and pay the price for that. Now, am I going to make it and keep my soul, or am I still going to be the same person? You feel me? Listen, that choice is truly up to you. They're all around. You know what I'm saying? They're in the form of agents. They take what you say. They relay information. But again, it's like once you built up who you are, the attacks no longer faze you. You know what I'm saying? Now, what they will do is faze the people that don't want to go back to actually going through a hard time. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're fighting it. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like I said, a lot of these people siphon the energy of people that were supposed to have a good life. And when you elevate and grow and your circumstances change, those people have to sit with the life that you had. And they don't like that. You feel me? So they'll do anything they can to target you. They'll do anything they can to send energy your way. They'll do anything they can to just not face the fact that your karma is a byproduct of the things that you've done in your own life. You know what I'm saying? But listen, if the shoe fit, wear it. But again, most of the people don't even think the shoe fit. And those are the people that I don't know why the universe makes it like that. But these people cannot see nothing they do wrong. It's all about something somebody else did to them. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you block your blessings, because it's you. You know what I'm saying? And your energy field. When I was going through an even harder time than this, I didn't call nobody. I didn't play the sympathy card. You feel me? I had to go through that shit by myself and figure out a way. You know what I'm saying? To make it through by keeping my soul. Listen, if you don't love yourself, that's the fastest way to your death. I promise you. And I don't care how much you try to hide your darkness. I think now's the time you sit with it and identify it, because you keep hiding your good qualities behind that, like you just this best person and you don't do nothing wrong. When that darkness creep up behind you, it's like Final Destination. You know what I'm saying? Creep up behind you when you least expect it. You trying to understand why this is happening because you didn't want to understand your darkness. I think now is to become best friends with it. You know what I'm saying? But again, as long as you don't react how you would in the past when you're going through situations and you actually truly grew, you'll know. You know what I'm saying? Once your energy is taken out of that environment, the true colors of people will be exposed. You know what I'm saying? And that is something they're fighting tooth and nail. And so they're trying to keep you stuck. They're trying to make sure that you don't elevate and grow out of where they have you at, because they don't want to face themselves. I had to do it. I didn't like what I seen in the mirror at times, but I couldn't escape it. It was what it was. You know what I'm saying? So, and listen, and 9 times out of 10, I had the identity of all the people before me that did all the things in the dark. I had to eat that. I had to sit with that. That wasn't even me. I didn't even do that. You feel me? But me being connected to them, I had to deal with that. I had to heal that. And now that I'm finally myself, I can truly be me for real. I don't feel bad for the people that treat innocent people wrong for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Simply because they don't like who they are. I don't feel bad at all. And I'm going to continue to elevate and grow and know that this is all part of the plan. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that because I don't want to see nobody do wrong, and because I got a big heart, that people genuinely are changing and genuinely being themselves. Because if you're not, the moment certain people's energies elevate at a certain frequency to where they're able to move out of the environment, who you really are is going to expose itself. And I promise you, that's a war in itself. And if you avoid your darkness, that ain't going to be one you can win. It's going to take you under. I know, because I probably went through it before everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And it was rough. You know what I'm saying? But I'm nearing the end. So all I should say for people is that if you really gonna change and grow, I suggest you do it now. Which means you have to realize the type of person that you are. How you treat people. Not the fake version of the mask that you wear. You gotta accept your darkness with it too. You know what I'm saying? That's how you truly get to understand who you are. Is accepting your darkness. Not hiding under it. You know what I'm saying? Not acting like it don't exist because you don't afraid of what somebody might say. You too embarrassed. Hey, somebody went through that. In your life, not in your life. Somebody went through it. Everything in this life, somebody already experienced. You are late, so don't feel embarrassed about it. You feel me? Confront it. So you can be able to realize who you truly are. Because the shadow selves of people is the people that they hide. And they play nice. And they act nice until the shadow comes. For real. And then you got to realize, people be tongue-tied. Don't know what to do. Don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? It's time to eat that. You feel me? I had to eat it. It's time for you to eat it now. And it's going to be hard for some people who don't want to face the shadow side of themselves. Listen, when I was facing my shadow side, I didn't communicate with nobody. I wasn't chilling with nobody because I have the reaction to some things maybe not in your best interest. And you going to try to shift me out of me discovering who I am because it doesn't fit your logic of how I should be acting. Let me discover me by myself. Listen, I see it now. People are not getting the same type of reputation they've had. People ain't calling them. People be fake on the phone. Hey, you ain't talking to nobody. You feel me? Ain't nobody calling them like they did. Listen, I'm telling you, the effects is happening. You can choose to act like you don't see that. You can choose to act like you don't hear it and keep faking the phone like it's just normal and calling somebody else and they give you the same reaction. Pay attention to the signs. Stop acting like you don't see and hear that, because when your darkness is pushed into your face, it's either you gonna face it or you gonna face it. You only got two choices, or it's gonna face you. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Again, and it's a lot deeper than what you think. You know what I'm saying? People who have strong auroras in their energy of darkness will project onto you from your family line. Listen, I don't give a fuck. I'm cutting family off. Everybody gotta go. Anybody that don't like me to be me, oh, you gotta go. You gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Because you projecting negative energy onto me to hide your dark deeds. That don't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? But that's why they don't teach us about energy, because it's a strong force. You know what I'm saying? So listen, take your pride on the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Understand that what you're going through is how it's supposed to be. Don't feel no way about it. Keep healing. You know what I'm saying? And once it's exposed that people are experiencing what they're experiencing due to their own choices, the hate they have for you will over time recede, because now they'll understand and get it. I was hating on someone for the wrong reasons. Truly, because I couldn't accept myself. I couldn't accept the fact of the type of person that I turned into in my own life. It had nothing to do with them. It had everything to do with me. You know what I'm saying? And this don't got nothing to do with money and material gain. This got everything to do with the fact that I've been there. I've been in that situation. I was on the front line with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't turn my heart cold. I never shitted on nobody else to get ahead. I never tore nobody else down to get ahead. You know what I'm saying? I never shut nobody out to get ahead. I did what I could and moved around. If it wasn't my turn, it just wasn't my turn yet. You know what I'm saying? So again, Knowing and understanding. Peace to everybody. I hope you pray, but I can't save nobody until I save myself. And a lot of people wouldn't understand that, especially if they're not in your situation. You know what I'm saying? But again, the spirit is able to hide until you're able to see. And you're not able to see until you're able to sit with yourself. And when you sit with yourself, darkness and light, you'll be able to see for real that everybody ain't for you like you think they are. You know what I'm saying? True colors will be exposed. And you may feel some type of way about it, or you will do your maximum healing and realize that that's what comes with it. That's because that's the feelings that people built you up on how to be. But when you truly discover who you are, you realize, listen, love will get you killed. I loved you. I cared about you, but you didn't show me the same love I showed you. So you can't get mad because I choose not to deal with you. I'm saving myself. I love my life. I cherish it. It's valuable. You know what I'm saying? So again, know and realize that your energy is leveling up. If you're in a situation you've never been in your life and you're in it, it's because you're going through something that everybody can't resonate with. And when people don't understand something, usually they hate on it. And when people do see the light inside of you, their spirit oftentimes hates it because they are not the best version of who they are. But when people are real, trust me, they'll offer as much as help as they can without being detected. I've experienced it, but they were like afraid, but then they continued to be themselves because they knew that at some point, hey, the darkness is coming. It's coming. Pay attention to the things you don't normally pay attention to. Put your phone down and look around you. It's not the same as how it used to be. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be a time where now people are going to have to face their darkness, and everybody ain't ready for that. But know that your energy and you being depressed of who you are in life is what helped them survive. That's why they're attacking you every chance that they get, because they want to see you not make nothing out of your life for yourself, because they're not happy in their own. Has nothing truly to do with anything other than that. And that is the underlying intentions of people with dark souls. There is no heaven and hell is not over your head, and hell is not under your feet. Heaven is a place where you go to, where you love yourself. You think about how you treat other people. You react. You control your emotions. You know what I'm saying? And then hell is a place where people react violently. They got emotional issues. They suffer from abandonment. They need control. Like, those are the actions of humans in the world. You know what I'm saying? That keeps you in a low vibration or a high vibration. You know what I'm saying? And that's what puts you in the split between your life, you know? And listen, understanding and being mindful that it's so skilled that the mission oftentimes is knowing and understanding that when you're born, oftentimes people can see the heaven inside of you. And the people that are living, they've been living their life for a while, their darkness is filled, they'll do what they can to take you, to project onto you so that you don't get ahead in life, because you're the vessel that keeps them alive. Hey, I'm telling you, that's scary. That's scary. You feel me? Hey, teach the game, or else the game gonna teach you. And that's how we live in life now. It's gonna be harder to hide under, you know what I'm saying, than to trick people, you know? All I ever wanted was to see people live good and not be disrespected and put down for who they truly were. Like, how you gonna put me down for who I truly am because you don't like yourself? That don't got nothing to do with nobody but you. You know what I'm saying? And I see it all the time. Older people be talking to kids crazy, and that really grind my gears. They is not your slaves. They is not your pawns. You know what I'm saying? If you listen, don't do them like that. Give them a chance. You know what I'm saying? Listen, the kidnapping of souls. So be careful. The world is getting real these days. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a real one, continue to be a real one. You know what I'm saying? Which means you never changed up on people, even when the hardships hit. You still had a heart. And people that you speak up to now and tell them where they hurt you and affected you and their behavior don't change, they still stuck in cycles they don't know how to get out of. You feel me? Don't wish them no hate. Just leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? Let them be. They gonna figure it out when they figure it out. That's up to them and they universe, they God, they Allah. That doesn't have nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? But real will recognize real. You know what I'm saying? I have a big heart. I accept forgiveness, but I know when it's real or fake. You know what I'm saying? But we all gonna either be on this life to live it and then let it go. You know what I'm saying? But I refuse for my child to deal with the darkness of who I used to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stop that shit right dead and center right now. You know what I'm saying? So when she grows up to become an adult, she'll know, you know what I'm saying, how to handle herself and to teach her daughters. And listen, darkness will be contained. It won't go away because energy never dies. It just figures out a different vessel to transfer to. But it won't get to them. And I can sit in heaven and be happy that I stood on business about everything I stand on. And this don't got nothing to do with no money. This got everything to do with the fact that I love my life. And I love the people that I care about. And this life is a lot darker than what you think it may be. So if I were you, the time is now. So listen, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.